Ha. Alright, so we're the fat guy now because we definitely fucked that up. Now, hello everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of our discussion on Dragon Ball Super Broly! Now, for you guys who watched our last videos, we covered the new origin of the Saiyan planet. Or should I say Planet Vegeta?
Hello, monkeys!
We had covered a new origin of Frieza that we've never seen before. We covered the introduction of Broly's remake, essentially. We covered how do you say it? The discovery or the first interaction between Paragus, Broly, and Frieza, and now we understand that they're all part of the same unit. So as of right now,
you forgot the most important part.
We got Chilai.
We got Chilai and Lemon.
Who can fuck about him?
He's
Chilai.
awesome, bro. Did you see his Chilai. He had the blicky with the sklizzy ready to go into Paragus's mitt, bro. He was like, what?
But Chilai, though.
Don't get me wrong, he would have died. That's not the point, though.
Like,
Chilai. Yeah. All right. So the last thing we talked about was pretty much how this Broly, this new version of Broly, is sane. He's not human, obviously. He's a Saiyan, but he has feelings. He has emotion. He has a heart.
Innocent.
He's very, very innocent. He was literally the product of a rough upbringing, which most of us know how that is. So here we go. Another thing we talked about was on the other side of the universe, on planet Earth, Goku, Vegeta, Whis, and Bulma are on their own path to find the 7th Dragon Ball, which they encountered one of the Frieza, or some of the Frieza Force guys. Now,
these two jokers.
Guys, just be prepared, because this is where shit hits the fan like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, these two joke knockoff Frieza Force guys, they find the Dragon Balls, and they try to escape. Vegeta annihilates their ship, picks it up, and he's like, yo, what are y'all doing? And Goku and Vegeta like get them out of there, and then right when they're about to interrogate the Frieza Force,
Lord and behold, guess who's here?
Guess who shows up? Frieza and his entire, contingent of people.
Can we talk about how fucking overdramatic that entrance was? He blew a hole in the sky so the clouds would part, so that he could just land all proud. I was like, this fucking dude.
I didn't even see that part. That's
oh
wild.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
He dropped a blast from space. From space. He didn't even get to the planet yet to clear the area so he could just float down with no problem. Like, this man is too extra.
That's funny. There you go. Dramatic entry Frieza. And yeah, dramatic entry Frieza. So we have Frieza with his dramatic entry or whatever. He comes down. He uses his telekinesis to pull the Dragon Balls out because at this point he introduces himself. He's like, hey, I don't look. It's fucking the power to move stuff with your mind. Whatever.
He's evil though.
Yeah, and he's evil. So he pulls the Dragon Balls over to him, and he's like, excuse me. He's like, hey Goku, hey Vegeta, good to see you guys again. This is my friend Paragus. Paragus, meet Vegeta. He's like, Vegeta, I hate you. You're the son of Vegeta who, disrespected me and my family.
You're the son. You're the son of Vegeta, the grandson of the Vegeta, great grandson to the 4th Vegeta.
He's so angry right now with his 4200 power level.
Wait, that was his power level?
It was 4200.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 4200 as an old man. So at this point, we get the formal introduction of Paragus to Vegeta and Goku, as well as Broly to Vegeta and Goku. Now, there's a bit of banter back and forth. None of it really matters as right now. We can discuss it in other videos if you guys really want to know what they discuss and what they talk about and what any of it means. One of the biggest things is I had a big issue with Paragus's entire ideology to Vegeta, and it was always funny because Vegeta even mentions it. He says, look, I don't care what happened with my dad. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You guys can, shoot fly. And next thing you know, Paragus is like, nah, fuck all that. Broly! And when I tell you, this introduction for Broly was so tough because he starts screaming and he just zooms, like no words, no nothing. He just zooms right at Vegeta, and we get that iconic scene that you saw from the trailers where Vegeta blocks and he smiles because Broly is now attacking him, and now he gets to fight. And anybody who knows Vegeta, or any Saiyan for that matter, they love to fight. Now, Frieza sort of explains his purpose, sort of, I need the Dragon Balls for my own personal means, and I'm curious on seeing how your son is going to do against Goku and Vegeta, because if he can put them down, I get to kill Goku finally. As Vegeta and Broly are fighting, Broly is overwhelming with power. And not so much he's overwhelming Vegeta, but it's very noticeable that Vegeta can't just slow walk this kid.
Not at all.
Not at all. And Broly is matching him hit for hit, and speed, all that stuff is just on par with Vegeta. And it's like, wow, like we're looking at a very, very, very far developed Vegeta at this point in the series. And mind you, he's a god at this point. So the fact that Broly is competing with him at this level is ridiculous. And Vegeta even makes a notion of it by saying he's learning as he fights me. Because Vegeta's catching him, and he's, blocking, and he's catching him, he's blocking, he's catching him, and Broly just keeps coming. And he's starting to, get his own little licks in here and there. So there's a point where Broly catches Vegeta with a nice, good hit, and Vegeta's like, okay, let's turn up. So he does this beautiful Super Saiyan transformation. Mind you guys, the art for this movie is amazing. This is one of, the greatest animated movies I've ever seen.
Real quick, I have to give it to them with this one. Vegeta had the best transformation sequences in this movie.
If you're a Vegeta fan,
Hands down.
and this is what I tell everybody, because I am one of the biggest Vegeta fans you guys will ever meet. If you're a Vegeta fan, this movie gives him so much love, and you finally finally, he gets what he deserves. He's not only putting up an amazing fight against the villain, he's not getting dominated this time. We know from Vegeta's history, he's always the first to gung-ho a villain and just get annihilated, and then Goku has to come clean it up. Not this time. We're looking at a whole different Vegeta. When Vegeta turns it up to Super Saiyan, he starts piecing Broly up. Just pop, 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 fucking him up. Then Broly gets stronger, as he does so well. Now, what I will say, one of the biggest differences from this Broly and the Broly before, a big discussion with the last Broly was he was very reminiscent to the Incredible Hulk. The angrier he got, the bigger he got, the stronger he got. There was no real cap to Broly's limits, which is why most of the movies they pushed him into the sun. Well, the one movie they had to push him into the sun because the other one was like the Spirit Ball Fist Blast or whatever, right?
Well, he hit him with a key. It was like a powered up Shoryuken basically.
Okay.
And then basically Broly, what was supposedly what actually defeated Broly is also the comet colliding with the planet. But in this one, it was just interesting to watch. Like he said, yes, Vegeta is overwhelming him, but knowing how powerful Vegeta is, he's still coming back.
Yeah,
we don't see Broly stop, catch his breath, or even try to retreat. He still gun-ho straight attacks Vegeta.
Right. And at this point, Vegeta's starting to be like, okay, this is getting annoying at this point because now he's just getting harder and harder to fight. So Vegeta knocks him away, flies into the air, and introduces probably the most beautiful transformation I've ever seen. He just so majestically goes from Super Saiyan to not so much base form, but his aura disappears, and it wraps around his body. Flames ensue, and there's this just beautiful sequence of him. For the first time we ever see Vegeta go Super Saiyan God. And now it's confirmed he didn't skip it. He's capable of transforming into the Super Saiyan God. And I'm talking about the red form Super Saiyan God, not the Super Saiyan Blue we've seen this entire time.
Not this one.
Not that one, and not Royal Blue either. But the red original Super Saiyan God transformation, Vegeta hits it, and it just looks amazing, guys. It looks so good. And like I said, if you're a Vegeta fan, you're gonna love it. You're just gonna love this because now we get Vegeta in rare form, where he is slow walking Broly for a solid few minutes of this fight at a time. And there it gets to a point where Broly tries to get angry and punch him, grip, Vegeta moves it to the side. I've had it with this. This is tiresome now. Bow! Cracks Broly all the way, and he plummets into the earth, and he's into the water, and Vegeta's about to kill him. And Vegeta loads up this blast that was about to kill him, and Goku screams no, because we all know Goku. Don't kill him, there's always a way to make the bad guy nice or whatever the case may be. So, plus Goku doesn't feel as though Broly's an enemy, and I'm gonna let Lobo take that part of the story, but I'm gonna finish with this Vegeta part real quick, because Goku pretty much saves Broly's life, because Vegeta's blast would have killed him. But instead, he pushes him into the ocean and waits to see what happens. And I don't know if he wanted to see if Broly was going to drown, if he was going to fight his way back, if something was going to change or anything. But he waits, and he sits there with his arms folded, and he's waiting to see what's going to come next. And at that point, Broly starts freaking out. Like, he starts freaking out. Is this where his green aura came in, or no?
No, so I'll take it from here.
Yeah, you can take it from here, because this is where Goku takes over anyway.
Yeah, so in this portion of the movie, now we see a new base form of, I don't want to call it Super Saiyan, but it's a new base form for the Saiyan power itself. So as we explained earlier, Broly had his tail cut off. So typically well, the theory was that once you had your tail cut off, you basically lose the ability to use the Ozaru power, the grade 8 form. Now, Broly somehow, with his rage, tapped into that same power. And Paragus explains, somehow he's tapping into the power that you get when you turn into a grade 8. And he doesn't understand how. He doesn't have a tail, but he's using this power while still in a smaller form. Now, we're going to do a video on this later, but I like to call it possibly what is the true form of a Super Saiyan 4. After this power gets given to him, right after that, we see him charge Vegeta, and it is an absolute crazier battle at this point. Vegeta, full force, comes up, decks Broly in the face, and if you've seen the trailer, you saw it. He just eats the punch and knocks Vegeta back. Right after that, before the fight could continue any further with Vegeta, Goku steps in. Now, I just want to make this very, very, very clear, and I'm pretty sure you'll agree with what I say. Vegeta did not lose. He was not unconscious. He didn't get slow walked. Vegeta just said, "You know what? Fine. Tag in. Goku, your turn."
The way it turned out was when Goku, when Broly hit Vegeta, he got caught. He's like, okay, damn, that was a good hit. He slides back to collect himself, and before he can retaliate or make his next move, or even his next strategy for how he's going to approach Broly at this level, Goku's like, I want my turn now. Like you've had too much fun. This looks way too fun. Broly's strong as hell. I did not expect him to be this strong. Now I want to play.
Yep.
And I'm gonna let Lobo take that because I don't care about Goku.
So at this point, we see Goku fighting. Now here's the cool thing: we get to see the different actual techniques that we get to see from both people. Obviously, Vegeta was a more offensive person when it came to the battle. Now we see Goku using very different martial arts defensive moves. So basically, he's using techniques to actually not so much attack Broly, but kind of keep him at bay. So we see him dodging more than striking, and we see Goku go from base form Goku to Super Saiyan and still not able to stop Broly at all. Broly is actually, if you look at him, he's getting bigger and bigger, kind of reminiscent to what we've seen before in the past, where Broly just keeps getting larger and stronger as the fight goes on. At one point, we see Goku.
Can I interject real quick? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. He's fucking huge, bro. Like, he is massive. And there's this one scene where he knocks Goku into the ground, and Goku's about to recover, and Broly's foot is that side, from Goku's head to his chest. Broly's foot is about to just impale this kid, and he dodges it. But when you see Broly stomp and the ice just shatters and breaks, I'm like, he's huge, and he's doing this whole sequence where Goku's rolling away because he can't jump up in time, and Broly's just stomp, 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 and that shit was cool.
It was.
Broly's so fucking cool. All right, go ahead.
back into it. We see Goku now demonstrate a new technique where he basically kind of stuns Broly for a second.
Right.
So it's very reminiscent to one of those it kind of looks like a Tai Chi energy move, where he kind of stuns Broly with his God energy, and then we see a moment where he seems like he tries to bargain with him, where he's like, I can tell you're not evil. I can tell you don't want to do this. You're different than the people we've seen in the past. And I love this part because it flashes all the villains and all the people that we've seen in the Z to Super. And he's like, I can just tell you don't want to do this. And you don't have to. And we see for a split second, it looks like Broly calmed down.
He did. He absolutely did. His eyebrows went from this to
yeah. But then we see that the rage within Broly, unfortunately, the same stuff that we've been told over and over throughout the movie, kind of still takes control.
Right.
He gets angry. And here's the cool thing: it shows that how cool Broly is. When Vegeta said he's learning as he fights, he was able to manipulate that energy back, stun Goku, and Goku goes, "Oh, that just got turned around on me." Decks Goku, but then we see Goku use a hip toss to defend himself to get Broly off of him, and that's where that scene comes in, where he jumps back uses what basically, and I agree with Bonsai on this one, it looks kind of like a Rasengan-like move where he charges Broly, and Broly basically grabs,
Oh my god.
destroys it, and at this point we see Goku get the ass whooping of his life.
Like, that is wild. Dude,
I agree.
In
That's
this
probably
Super
one of the-
movie,
that's
in
one
this
of the-
Broly movie, fucking just Rasen Ki Blast, and he goes to just deck Broly with it. Broly grips it up in his hand, crushes it, and it explodes in their hands. He grabs Goku, and then
at this point, Goku is handed the ass whooping of his life. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought Jiren in Super kind of smacked Goku around pretty nicely. No, like at one point, Broly basically what I like to call the Avengers Loki Hulk scene,
Hulk and
where
Loki
he
scene.
basically smacks
Oh my God,
Loki
it's
around
wild.
like this. Goku gets the same treatment, and roughly after that, gets to taste the side of a mountain on his face. I'm talking.
What's
he
crazy-
takes his face and runs it
just-
all through a
just
mountain.
through the entire mountain for
Ow.
a solid like I don't know, like
So-
maybe 100 yards or something.
So we're
but
kinda-
real
we gotta
quick,
wrap
real
this
quick.
up.
No, definitely we will. But during that fight, I do want to point out Broly is in fact so strong that for the slightest moment when he slammed Goku fell out
lost consciousness.
out
yeah.
of consciousness.
His eyes
The
blinked
eyes
out.
went pure white, and he lost consciousness for like a split second, and then brought it right back. And I was like, wow, he almost knocked Goku into unconsciousness. That is crazy. Now,
At the end of this part, we see Goku laying on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
Broly roaring and getting more powerful, and then he gets a telepathic message from Piccolo that asks, "What the hell is happening?"
right. And then everybody's like, oh, it's Piccolo.
Yeah.
He's over there on Earth. He's
He's
using
not gonna
his,
do. They're like, yeah, he's not gonna do anything.
He definitely didn't do shit.
So at this point, we get to see Goku talk with him and let him know, like, be on standby because he's tougher than we've fought. He's tougher than anything we've ever fought.
Now, we're gonna save the what I like to call the tag team battle, where Vegeta comes back into the fray and him and Goku are fighting Broly now. We're gonna save that for the next video because that enters not only the biggest impactful scene to the movie, but it also brings in another character that we didn't even know really existed or not. And I know somebody can't wait to talk to you about him. So that is all from us here at FCTV. Thank you guys for watching another segment of Otaku Lounge. This is part 3.
Yep.
We have part 4 coming for you guys very soon, and you don't want to miss it because if you haven't seen this movie, this is going to make you want to see this fucking movie. So, goodbye from over here. My name is Snapple Grapple, and to my left,
I'm Lobo Berry Crunch. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the video. If you're a DBZ fan, make sure you show this. And we'll see you next time.